Scared money don't make money, Bob.
But Smitty, what about Genty? Marvin Harrison Jr., Smitty.
Genty has nothing to do with Jeremiah Love. MHJ has nothing to do with Genty. The misuse of rookie running backs in 2025 has nothing to do with 2026. You can be scared all you want. You can tiptoe around rookies and say, the NFL is a copycat league, Smitty. They're just not going to use rookies the same. You do whatever you want, but I'm telling you right now, no one's going to be higher on Jeremiah Love than this channel. Jeremiah Love's going to be a top 5 running back as a rookie. The fantasy football show begins now.
You're watching the Running Back Show.
Jeremiah Love has so much upside. We're talking top 5 running back upside. Smitty, how can you say that? Look at Genty. We just talked about it briefly, but let me address that elephant in the room. Genty didn't deliver. Genty was misused. Harvey took forever. Hendy took forever. Hampton took forever, got hurt, took forever, still didn't get fully used. Judkins didn't throw to him. The list goes on and on for misused rookie running backs. And that trauma is going to make people scared of expecting top 5 to even 10 RB value out of this cat right here, Jeremiah Love. Not me, not this guy. Scared money, like I said, doesn't make money, Steven. Bobby, Petrified Peter, Angry Angus. If you want to dominate fantasy football, you've got to look at every single season differently. Every situation different. Jeremiah Love has the ability to be every bit as good as every running back, maybe not named Gibbs or Bijan. He could even be as good from a fantasy perspective. Keep in mind that Emmitt Smith was never as good as Barry Sanders. Keep in mind that Priest Holmes was never truly as good as LaDainian Tomlinson. Arian Foster was one of the best running backs to ever exist in fantasy football. He was nowhere near the talent of LaDainian Tomlinson, Marshall Faulk, but he scored fantasy points as well as those guys. So let's not get it twisted to think that this guy can't reach the height of a Bijan or a Jahmyr Gibbs, because his landing spot could certainly put him in that kind of position. Let's say he lands with the New Orleans Saints. Let's say he lands in KC, then those are 2 phenomenal landing spots. Or even we could say Dallas as a potential landing spot where this guy could excel to the tune of a top 1 to 3, not just top 5, not 4, 5, 6, 7, a 1 to 3 running back. 6 foot, 214, exact frame that you want for an NFL running back, a workhorse running back. Not that the other guys like Achane can't survive. Clearly Achane surviving just fine, but this is the prototypical size of an RB at the workhorse level. 6.9 yards per carry in 2025 in college, 1372, 18 touchdowns on the ground, 27 for 280 and 3 TDs through the air. Very consistent, something we love to see out of an RB, not just a one-hit wonder, one-year type of producer. Look at his 2024 line. Very, very similar. 11, 25, 6.9 again, average. Very consistent. 17 touchdowns on the ground. Look at these longs. 94 and 98 in back-to-back seasons in 24 and 25. This guy's a playmaker. You don't see that very often. 2 90-plus long runs in back-to-back seasons. Again, in 2025, 280 receiving yards and 3 TDs, but the year prior, look how consistent he is. Receptions, 27, 28, 237, 2 touchdowns. Longs of 36 and 32. The guy's a replication from year to year. By far and away, my rookie running back number 1. Not even close. Huge tier break. Overall running back ceiling, top 5 running back. Receiving skill set, elite. Situation, TBA, but does seem like it's going to be good. Why? The team's drafting a running back in the top 12 of the 2026 NFL draft, where this man, Jeremiah Love's going to get selected. I don't want to hear the Smitty, there's no way he's going to a team in the top 10. Teams don't draft running backs in the top 15 or 20 or in the first round. I don't even have time to catch you up. And the mere fact that this guy does deserve to be top 15 overall, his talent level is there. The separation between Love and every other running back that's probably going to go in late 2 or probably even round 3, meaning no running back gets selected in round 2. That difference in discrepancy and distance between those guys makes Love even more attractive to teams drafting in this top 15 overall. Dallas, I don't even think they'd get him at 14. Great landing spot. New Orleans, amazing landing spot. KC, amazing landing spot. Raiders don't need a running back. Giants don't need a running back. Jets might. Probably too high to take Love. You never know, though. And Breece Hall, who will probably be with another team, will be the reason why the Jets will be looking. But can they build around that? They need a quarterback. The Jets are going after a quarterback. So those 3 teams are out. Tennessee, maybe. Arizona, Possible, depends on if Benson has more setbacks. He has another surgery they just announced or something like that. Cleveland, no. Washington, potentially, but they don't like Bill. We like Bill, but do they? The Saints, amazing. The top pick for me, maybe outside of KC, but in some ways I'd rather have New Orleans. Kamara's done as an elite running back. There's no other running back there that can be an elite player. They've got Chuck, they've got Olave. It's an exciting team where the defense is good enough, but not so good that they won't be throwing and running and trying to score tons of points to catch up in games. KC, unbelievable spot. There's some question marks there. Tough offense to get to know. Andy Reid's always tough to figure with rookies, but they wouldn't draft, nobody would draft Love in the top 10 and then slow roll him out. That's the protective measure that's attached to his value on draft day. If he was going like 28, 25 overall, 18 overall, then a team could take him and slow roll him out. Even Genty got slow rolled out, but that was by an incompetent staff. KC wouldn't do that. If they committed, and I think they're going to, because word is, news dropped that they're moving on from Pacheco. And not only are they moving on from Pacheco, the words that were used, the verbiage was that they're trying to go big at the running back position. That means Breece Hall, ETN, or potentially the cheapest option going after Jeremiah Love, who they won't have to pay big dollars until his second contract. Makes sense. KC makes sense. Dallas makes sense. Cincinnati, no. Miami, no. Tampa Bay, no. Detroit, no. So really, when you look at this, there's a couple spots like Tennessee that I wouldn't love. It would still be okay. Again, Jets going QB. Arizona probably not going to invest in a running back that high. Washington would be good. I don't know that they would do it, but that would be a decent spot. They wouldn't draft Love at number 7 and not use him and use multiple backs. So really, you look at this right here, the projected order as we're still walking into week 18. This right here projects that the landing spot's going to be...
Woo! You know...
This guy is absolutely amazing. He doesn't remind me of any one player. He reminds me of a combination of Bijan meets JT. Reminds me of Ashton Genty in all the good ways. Hampton in some ways. I mean, really, you could go through all the elite running backs except for like Achane or Gibbs because it's not that style. This is a maybe 4-4-5 type of running back, so the speed's different, but he's so big. He's such a ground and pound monster that is going to be that traditional JT, Genty, Bijan type running back. Smooth, great hands, good pass pro, the receiving volume that you need to see in order to feel real confident that this is a player that won't get game scripted out, or they're matchup proof essentially. The situation's the only question mark, but I just showed you why that's not even a concern. The size is ideal. The eye test is the most important part, and my eye test screams this is a top 3 to 4 to 5 running back. And when I really look at it and examine it, it's Bijan, it's Jahmyr Gibbs, and we're talking 2026 fantasy football, not just dynasty, but dynasty all in the same. These are kind of the same rankings, exactly the same rankings, because these are young players, so it all jives together. It's Bijan, it's Gibbs, and then we're having arguments about who's number 3, because it's not a lock that Achane is, because you have this turmoil at quarterback and in Miami where we don't know if Achane is going to be the exact same value as a pass catcher, given that Ewers didn't do anything with him at the end of the year in terms of throwing the ball to him, and we don't know who the quarterback will actually be. Will they dump it off like Tua? Tua was great for Achane. He wasn't great for winning games, but he was great for Achane. There are questions. So from a redraft perspective, yeah, you can put CMC here at 3 if you want, but you could also say the volume's just insane to expect him to stay healthy. Again, not saying you don't draft him, cuff him, get what you can out of CMC, plays 14 games, he's elite. You got Brian Robinson Jr. if Brian Robinson Jr. even resigns, but neither here nor there. Let's just take CMC out of the equation and say he's in this top 5 range for you. But who's your number 3? Taylor's in the mix, but without Danny Dimes healthy, look what happened to him. He vanished from the face of the earth. Chase Brown, we love Chase Brown. Little high. Hendy, right around this territory, maybe a spot or 2 lower, but potential to be number 3. He truly could. It feels like Love is in this argument with Achane, with Christian McCaffrey in redraft, above McCaffrey by a ton in dynasty, in the same conversation next to JT, Achane, Genty, Hendy, James Cook, Chase Brown. He literally could be running back 3. Where are you getting him? It seems like his early January ADP feels like maybe top of round 3, could breach round 2 into the bottom of round 2, but the PTSD and the previous trauma from Genty, from MHJ, even though it's a different position, the failures of rookies, and more importantly, the failures of coaching staffs to commit to the rookie running backs for the entire crew from last year will haunt people into being scared Scotties. They won't want to commit to Love until they're given landing spot in late April, commitment from coaching staff, and signs that they're going to commit and play this running back Love on an every down basis. Not saying everybody's going to freak out. There are going to be a lot of people that think like us. They're ahead of the curve. They're innovative. They're not scared. Scared money don't make money. But the general consensus will be cautious enough that we're stealing him away at the bottom of 2 instead of the top of 2, like Genty. I think he eventually climbs there. I think in early August and especially late August and especially early September, he will be a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 overall pick across every format in redraft, higher in dynasty, in best ball. He'll be right there. But we have a time frame, a significant window of time, an opportunity where Love is going to sit and live in that 18 to 28 range where you're cleaning up and getting a top 5 running back at nearly top 25, third round, 3.1 type of value. It's league winning. It's one of the easiest calls of the year. It's one of the easiest steals and value grabs of the season. I'm so confident I put him as the number 2 Jupiter man for 2026 already on January 3. I'm recording this right now. And I've also made him a supernova already.
The Jupiter men. Jupiter is so large, every planet in the solar system could fit inside it. There are no bigger monsters than the Jupiter men.
We'll talk about Neighbors a lot. Already done a video on Neighbors, but we'll do more on Neighbors. Neighbors is a steal. He's a player I'd take at the 10, 11, 12 pick if I had to, but we're stealing him away in the mid-second to late second already. It's the same thing. It's the same story. Both these guys are going to climb as we get closer and closer, not only to the end of the April draft, and we just see everything coming together for even the Giants from an offensive line, defense, whatever, the injury status of Scatterboo and how Neighbors is coming along. And there's video footage of him running 21 miles per hour. His value will climb to the 12, the 10, the 11, just like Love's value will climb to the 12, the 10, 11. They're really identical paths. They're both going to be late second if you get lucky, top of 3, while Panic Peters are scared to death of it. But these 2 Jupiter men, 2 of the 5 potential slots here carry over to the Nova list. Here are the supernovas so far, just a replication already.
There are handfuls of Saturn, Mars, and Moon men, but only 8 can be supernovas. I give you the 8 best picks in fantasy football.
They are the 8 supernovas.
Discovery Houston, class to ATO.
Remaining supernovas on standby.
The remaining supernovas are on standby, the man said. I'm live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday, live whenever big news breaks, and live at midnight Eastern almost every single night. And also, we upload a video or do a live on the Dynasty channel. We're trying for once a day minimum. So check out that link in the description as well. All my links are in the description, even to the 24/7, 365 Patreon. You want one-on-one advice? This is it. $10 a month, cancel anytime, 24/7 live chat. I even do live streams in Patreon that are not on YouTube or anywhere else. They're exclusive inside Patreon. I go live inside the general chat. You see a video pop up when I'm just sitting in there doing a live stream. We're going to do a lot of that this month. Hop in, do it live. See you all on the next live stream or video that I upload. And don't forget, on my YouTube homepage, I have all of my shows you're watching right now. The running back show, but I have wide receiver show, quarterback show, mock draft show. They all have their own shelf and row. So go check those rows out, those shelves on my YouTube homepage. See you on the next one.